Hello.
Joseph! So, Joseph.
Yes.
You play Raoul in Phantom of the Opera, don't you?
Apparently so.
Yes, you do. So I've got a question for you.
Yes.
What is your favourite warm-up to do to get ready for Raoul? And what is a pre-show ritual that you have?
Okay, so my favourite warm-up is my half an hour singing warm-up that I do every day, without fail. Claire Underwood is
Legend.
the person who gave me that warm-up. And it involves a little bit of straw work, you know, with these types of things, these straws in water. And then just singing and doing different techniques and stuff. And then pre-show ritual.
Do you ever think that you do every show?
Pre-show?
Or like, you know, before the bulk of the show has started? Like, pre-think of me.
Pre-think of me. Listen,
do you do anything?
Are you discounting the auction? Is that what you're saying?
No, I would never be so presumptuous. It's very important.
Old man Raoul. Sexy.
He rows. He rows. Okay. So what is it? You must have a pre-show ritual.
I'm not sure I do. Like,
I mean, we always say hi.
I have a ritual, like as in like little things that I do in the show. Like we play games. Like I do global with Naomi.
Okay. Right then. Okay. Are we ready? Jones Brown.
No, see.
Okay, that's fun. Okay, yeah.
And we every time. I mean, Millie kind of captured it a little bit
when you throw the.
But we have different levels of throwing the gloves into the hat after the dressing room scene.
Oh, okay, well that counts then. That's fine. That's a little something.
I think that's something.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your time, Joseph.
Listen, pleasure always.
Is it? So, hello everybody. I am, it's the 5. I am in my wig, but I'm still in my own clothes. But I thought I would quickly answer 2 questions that have been on the Q&A. One is, can we see Dean Chisnell as Phantom? And the answer is, hopefully, yes. There are 3 reasons why that may not happen very soon. The first being, he's on holiday this week when I'm doing the Q&A questions. So I will try and get him in next week, but if I've already uploaded it, then obviously not. The second is that we actually really do not see each other off stage. Hello? Actually, me and Dean do not see each other in full costume during the show. So in the interval, he's getting dressed into the masquerade outfit, which is very big and heavy. So he's basically half undressed. So he's in his undergarments. So we can't film that. And he's obviously not wearing his mask, so we cannot film that. Before the show, he's getting his prosthetics and makeup done, and he's also not in his full costume, so again we cannot film that. And I'm very busy during the show, and when I'm not busy, he's busy, and most of the time we're just on together or quick changing. So again, during the show there isn't really an opportunity to film him, and so that may be a bit difficult, but I'll try and find a time. The third reason is that he actually isn't on social media, as some of you may know, and he tends to not actively want to be on social media. And there are obviously exceptions to that, and he might make exception for this. He may not want to be in it. So again, if I don't get him on, it's not because we hate each other. We really, really love going on together. So yes, I thought I'd answer that very quickly before we start the show. So Millie,
Yes.
you play Meg, don't you?
Yes, I do.
And someone would love to know, what is your favourite costume, Meg costume, and what is your favourite scene to do?
Okay. Favourite Meg costume, Don Juan.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Stage time, I just need
The
more
butterflies on it.
Has little butterflies and my little red shoes.
Yeah.
Like Dorothy, very cute. And my favourite scene, I love Hannibal, that whole section. And I also love Man There's Just One.
Oh.
It's a bit eerie.
Yeah,
eerie,
you do lots of
I
singing.
love that one, and I love being on stage with everyone. That one's very fun.
Fun!
Of
course! Okay, we're currently in the Carlos room, but we have a combination of a Christine and a cover Meg, Serena.
Hello.
So, I wanted to ask you the question that we got in our Q&A.
Yeah.
And that is, what is one thing about your job that looks really easy, but is maybe harder than people think it is?
Well, this might be a bit of a broad answer, but ballet in general is made to look really effortless. So, for example, when we're dancing in our point shoes and we're on point and we're on one leg, that's made to look really easy. Whereas what I'm really thinking is, rib down, shoulders down, toe up. You know, I'm thinking like in milliseconds about a million things of like self-corrections and things to think about. So yeah, that's my answer.
This is so random. I saw a TikTok today, and TikTok is obviously the source of all knowledge, that when a dancer is on point, they're experiencing 12 times their actual body weight in your foot and ankles. So if you think about how much like stamina and athleticism it takes to even just stand on point, never mind like pirouette, bourrée, all those kind of stuff that you do, especially in Il Muto, when I see you do all that quick footwork, it's like it looks so serene, and like it's like a duck underwater, isn't it? Where like you look pretty calm, it's like underneath.
Underneath you're thinking about like
everything,
all the muscle groups. Oh, and the artistry as well on top of that. Don't forget to smile.
I do it for 10 seconds, I'm like, it hurts so bad. Well, thank you very much, Serena. Okay, so with our wonderful Zoe Valley, who was our first cover Carlotta, and she's on tonight, aren't you, darling?
I am.
And you have just launched your singing business, haven't you?
Yes, SVS, Find Your Voice. That's where you'll find us on Instagram, and it's also on my personal website. There's an SVS tab, sign up.
But yeah, so the question relates to this, and it's, how would you, as a professional singing teacher and as a professional singer, how would you look after your voice for a day as Carlotta?
Yeah, for me it's the big 3: warm up, warm down, and hydrate. And I find that the second one is the one that we forget about the most. And then warming up is more than just singing. So if I go through those, warm up, it means really body, brain, voice in that order. So I'll do all of my stretches that I have for myself. I pass on these to my students, but I really encourage them.
You have 15 minutes.
I need to pee.
We're gonna have my wig put on while I chit chat.
Of course.
So with my warm up, it is body, mind, and voice. So I pass on a lot of my body warm up to my students, but I encourage them to kind of develop their own and really focus on opening up your rib cage. Then mind, so I'll mentally practice a little bit before I actually start to phonate, before I start to sing, and then I'll do my vocal warm ups. Then cooling down, warming down. That is something I actually do mid show because we don't sing nearly as high in Act 2 than we do in Act 1.
Think about that.
And I need to access a bit of my belt for managers too,
you
because
do,
a lot of us like that.
Yeah.
Right in your face. You'll get that today. And that's a completely different place. Thank you so much, Teresa. That's a completely different place vocally than everything else. So I'll do my vocal cool downs during the interval, and then hydrate. So that's the day before.
Lots of water.
You have to drink the day before. You can't just
and
drink.
it takes up to 4 hours for water to even get anywhere near hydrating yourself.
Yeah.
So if you're drinking like mid-show, that's for tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? Like we do it in prep. So like yesterday when I wasn't on the show, I drank like 4 litres of water because I was like, I must be hydrated.
Yep. And for it to actually reach your vocal folds, it's 8 hours.
Yeah. Which is why we steam.
Yes.
Or nebulize. But how do you explain it? Like it goes straight directly there.
Yes,
do you know
because
what I mean?
when you swallow water, obviously it goes down your esophagus, or as I like to say, your esophagi.
Esophagus.
It goes straight down there. It don't touch your vocal folds. So if you want any sort of hydration, you need steam or you need a nebulizer, and then you inhale and it goes over your vocal folds, which
And
are
that's what
connected to
hydrates
your
it.
trachea. Yeah.
And steaming, don't speak for 30 minutes. Hot steam, don't speak for 30 minutes afterwards because obviously it's hot steam, which hydrates your vocal folds immediately.
Yeah.
Fab. But it also slightly inflames your vocal folds because it's really hot steam. So to let them settle back down, you need 30 minutes of just restfulness.
Yeah. And if you want that to be effective, then you need to warm up, warm down, and hydrate. You can't just steam and expect
Warm
it
up,
to help
warm
you.
down, hydrate.
Warm up, warm down, hydrate. Warm up, warm down, hydrate.
I've got to get my wig on. It's been the quarter. Like I don't know what I'm doing here. Right, I've got to go. Bye. Okay, hello everybody. It's Tuesday evening. I'm ready. My wig is beautiful. And we're at the auction, ready to go. I've got a little joke Mindem because I'm recovering from the cold flu thing that went round. And I was off last week. But much better, I'm just very phlegmy. So I'm hoping this will fix me. But yeah, it's going to be a really good show. Raining like cats and dogs out there, but everyone's in very good spirits in here. I look so pale right now. Like I don't look... I've never looked so grey in my life. If anyone's mixed race out there, you know the grey. You know the grey. This is a grey out right now. Anyway, I got to go panic sing for the overture now because it's nearly time. But I will catch you later. It's a Thursday evening on the West End. and it's a fun show. And I'm looking forward to my long weekend, fingers crossed. And yeah, I'll let you know if anything else happens, but it's a really like just chill show. And the problem is, right, is that because nothing like massively out of the ordinary is happening, it's really hard to vlog it because you've seen it all before in previous episodes. So I'm going to try and get some good stuff over the coming maybe like 2 weeks, but I can't promise anything because everything's very like chill and nice and normal here at Phantom of the Opera in the 58th day of January. It's a pretty impressive building, right? Like, that's where we do ballet bar, up there. When in rehearsals, this is what one wears. We're doing a run through for Mel. So I've got my little skirt on and everything so that I can, we can practice the skirt change and next day change. But yeah, how fun. Here we go, hold up. This is the Christine skirt. It's looking a little bit tired right now. Just like you. Oh, that's actually quite nice. That's quite nice, actually. Oh my God, hold up. Let me take a photo for it. You look cute. Oh my God, this is what the orchestra pit looks like. Okay, so I've just finished rehearsals, which was really fun. Doing the skirt change and all that malarkey. Good fun. Anyway, I popped into London a little bit early because I decided to do a thing. Yeah. Do you see what these are? These are my long bits. If anyone is a musical theatre nerd or a dancer, you'll understand the power that this bag can have over someone. Okay, and I have a pair of Laducas. I've had them since third year. They're like the character ones. We didn't want boots because we couldn't use them for our third year shows, which was kind of like what we used them for. So I've never had a pair of boots, and because in Phantom we don't use Laduca, I think we're one of the only shows in the West End that doesn't use Laduca as their like shoemaker. I've actually never worn a pair of Laduca boots, and all my friends like Frozen, Poppins, and I think Wicked have them. Phantom, we don't have them. We don't do them. And my New Year's resolution was to get back into dance class, and I've done a couple of dance classes and I love it, and I'm now re-hooked into going. And I just figured for auditions, for life, for class, and for me, I just wanted to get my boots. So I did, and I'm oh my God, I'm not flexible, also I'm wearing jeans. But yeah, so these are them. So these actually are not the Laura ones that I think are the most popular ones. These are the ZZs. ZZs in black. And I did ask, and they're not named after ZZ Strallen. I thought it was. I was like, yeah, are they named after ZZ Strallen? And they were like, no. And I was like, never mind. But it's been a very good day. Loving me a bit of rehearsal. Because I feel like sometimes, especially when you're alternate, you come in 2 days a week and you don't see a lot of people and you don't often get 2 double show days. So I feel like rehearsal is always quite nice because you get to like be in the building a bit and like settle in, because I feel like the minute you've settled in to the building again, you're out. So it's like a really weird like in and out situation. So you know, and so it's always nice to like have rehearsals, sort of chill here a bit, get some food, chat to people, and yeah, it kind of feels a bit more relaxed by the time you're like getting to warm up and like the 5 and your stuff for the show. I kind of feel a bit more at home here, but I am very lucky because I have done the show for 2 years here previously as ensemble, as second cover, and then first cover. So I guess I'm very lucky in the fact that I still feel somewhat comfortable with the building because I've known it for so long. But yeah, just a little bit of like alternate life for you, because I feel like I don't really talk about the fact that I'm only in twice a week, because it is kind of a weird job. Like I'm full-time because I'm on standby, but I'm never here, which is really weird. Whereas like swings or standbys, they're always in the building, so even if you're not on that night you have to come in. Whereas with me, obviously I do not have to come in if I'm not called on. So my cut-offs are 10:30 in the morning for matinees and then 3:30 in the afternoon for evening shows. So for instance, yesterday after 3:30 I went to a dance class because I was like, I know I'm not on, and so and if anything happens in the building, unless it's like a super emergency, they will not call me. They will revert to our amazing covers, which are Colleen and Jess. So there's been a couple of instances where I haven't been called on for a show, and then it's ended up that Colleen or Jess has ended up either finishing the show or doing the whole thing, because after 3:30 it is basically not my problem. I mean, I would do it, but they don't ask me, so I don't. But yeah, anyway, that was a bit of a ramble, but I thought, I guess, I don't know if I've actually ever mentioned that before, so yeah, see you later.